Good morning, afternoon / evening, Bradford.
Top of the morning to ya.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm
How about
acting like
yourself?
we haven't spent the last 3 hours hanging out together.
Right in the last 5 minutes talking on the microphones together. That can be heard after the song at the end of this podcast.
So we have a
Easter egg.
I think the month of this is a May release episode number. I don't remember. Who cares anymore? Nobody cares about numbers. But also kind of now that I've got so many of them numbered, I don't want to get away from it.
It's time. To move on.
Maybe we'll see. So we have a few little. It'll be a little mishmash. Is that a word? Of things to discuss today. We're fresh off the episode with Stepdaddy Ron, and by the way, coming to you live from Stepdaddy Ron Studios.
Bam, we need a song for that.
How many? I wonder how many songs we can incorporate. Like you guys' podcast has turned into like 7 little jingles.
You're welcome.
All right. But we do have. Let's see. It's post Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. That means after Mother's Day.
Yep.
For BJ Mandrell, if he's out there listening.
Yeah. For all the moms who needs Brad to explain it to
No,
you.
no. I did not. I did not say that.
You had a funny little Mother's Day post. You want to? What did it say? Just paraphrase.
Just saying Happy Mother's Day.
That's all it said.
That was the main thing.
That was the biggest font.
To all the fathers that had to spend a night on a hospital couch, something like that. I don't know. AI made it.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
I started trying to do it in Canva, and I was like, "Why am I doing this?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
No
I can
reason.
do it.
No. 2 seconds.
I said on Friday when we closed up before Mother's Day, I got home and I told my wife that this might have been because so I'm going to say this. Typically, I've been on the record of saying the week leading up to Mother's Day to me is one of the worst weeks of the year.
Sure is.
But this year it was not that bad.
It was not.
And I don't know why that is, but I'm grateful for it.
Starting to notice a theme. Like, we worry about Christmas, it's not that bad. Worry about Mother's Day, it's not that bad. Maybe we just don't sell jewelry anymore. I think that's more the case.
Yeah.
But no.
But it was good. We had a few a few little Mother's Day shoppers and and it's weird because most places would be like, "Man, Mother's Day was just down this year." But we had here's what was the crazy part. Fantastic week. Fantastic start to May.
Yep.
One of the best opening weeks to May that we've had in years. Mm-hmm. It was just nice that most of it, or almost all of it, was not Mother's Day related.
Right.
I don't know why. It just made me so happy.
We sold a few things, but not really.
A couple little special orders here and there, nothing crazy. And
we didn't have any, we really didn't have any,
weird requests.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. It was pretty chill. I don't know how everybody else's Mother's Day was, but it was pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we addressed Mother's Day. Is it too soon for shop talk, Brad?
It's never too soon.
All right, cue the music because I do not have it on the soundboard. And go.
Shop talk, where we talk shop, let's talk shop. Woo!
That was fun.
Should I sing?
No. The music's already been played.
Oh, okay.
We just didn't hear it, but they'll hear it.
What I meant was, should I have sung it while you cued it, and then that would give us the placeholder for the music to be inserted.
I thought I love that little.
I do
segment.
too.
But anyway, for us, it's a Monday morning. We are working. We are closed to the public. We're getting caught up on jobs and special projects. Brad, how is your basket looking?
It's all right.
Could be better. It looks pretty full.
It was very full this morning. It's about halfway full. So I don't know if we've discussed. I think we've discussed it. Ari comes in Tuesday, so we can still get. Tuesday is our busiest day, but usually you guys kind of help with the customers.
So you almost get two.
I almost get 2 full work days.
You're lucky.
Unless you take a vacation to the strawberry patch.
Yeah. No more of those. So I noticed, we can talk about, since we're doing shop talk right now, I noticed your basket. So typically the way I would organize my basket is I put everything in order of due date.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to stick something in your basket and I was like, oh, that's weird. I was like, everything's out of order. And you had said something like you kind of organized it by job type.
Yeah, that's
just
a Monday thing. Usually it is by date, just so that nothing catches me off guard. You okay back there?
Yep.
Okay. And so that way I know exactly when things are due. But on Monday, when I can kind of rearrange it and kind of put it by jobs, so like all the ring sizings together, all the chain repairs together, etc.
That makes sense.
But after today, it'll go back into chronological order.
So it's a Monday thing, huh?
It's just a Monday thing.
Do you have anything due tomorrow for pickup that you haven't done?
I do. There's a job. So pretty funny because Ari took this in.
Sounds funny.
So Ari rarely touches the ultrasonic or the steamer. I mean, she does. She was terrified of it when she got here.
She was.
Now she's still mostly terrified of the steamer, but pretty cool with the ultrasonic. So she was, usually she'll take something in, just put it in one of our baskets. This time she was back there cleaning this silver bracelet. And we're like, why are you cleaning this? She's like, this smells horrible.
Oh, yeah.
And so she took it out. It was in our ultrasonic for an hour. She took it out and it still smelled awful. And so we left it overnight. Like? Dude, I
didn't smell it, thankfully.
Like if there was like a high school locker room mixed with a seafood restaurant.
Oh no.
That's what it smelled like. And
I'm glad I didn't stick my nose in there. She kept trying to get us to smell it, and you did. I was just like, that's okay, I believe you. I've smelled enough things in my life. I don't need to smell something
What
nasty.
other things have you smelled, Dusty?
Baby poop, baby throw up.
A lot of,
and I've opened watches for the last 20 plus years.
Oh, yeah.
I've worked on jewelry for the last 20 years, so I've smelled it all.
Gone through our smells.
But that sounds like a new smell combo that maybe I should have.
You should have partaken.
I don't know. Maybe next time. Next time, you guys don't let me miss out.
We tried.
Yeah, but you really got to sell it, you know.
Like it's the one time, I've learned now, especially if somebody's like, smell this. I give it the waft first, that we learned in high school chemistry. Before I go just
full nose,
full bore. Yep.
Full nose to
full nosing, as our friend Bourbon Brad would say. Before I do that.
That's another topic for another day.
It's not me when I drink bourbon. It's a separate person altogether. It's not my persona when I'm drinking. Bourbon Brad, he'll tell you some things. Now, bitch store Brad, he's pretty reserved.
It just reminds me of where we were at. Never mind. Where's a good? We're not going there because it'll give away because I can't say the name of the town. But
gotcha.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
So what I was working on before, I just stopped working on it so that I can set up all this. So I could set up Stepdaddy Ron Studios for recording.
Yes.
So a lady came in and she has I think she already had a pendant or a ring or something. And I don't know how to describe this except it was like bezel set, but it was like rustic bezel set. Does that make?
Yes, it does.
It just kind of looked like somebody did it in their garage, which there's no disrespect to that, but it was very organic looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so it's just not something that we do a lot of because everything is nice, fine jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
And, not everything we work on is, but for this, most of the stuff when we're doing custom work, it's nice and refined.
Mm-hmm. We are.
And so I'm just like, listen, lady, I'm going to order this mounting that'll hold your stone. It's just
Is that how you started it? Listen, lady?
I said, listen, lady. Listen right now. Listen up.
They love that.
And so basically we agreed, she's like, just set it rustic style. And so I told her, I was like, I'm going to have to really fight the urge to make this look good.
Right. It's hard to make something look rustic.
So I ordered a mounting from Stuller and I was working on it and I'm like, it's just weird to like, it doesn't look finished, and it's because that's how it's supposed to look.
Right.
I'm not finished with it, so it's a unfinished, finished, non-finished look. Right now, currently.
Right. Got you.
Currently.
Makes sense.
Other than that, my basket's not too bad. We've been, I think because Mother's Day was so chill, I feel like we stayed on top of everything.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Update on the couple of quick things on the engraved tins
Ooh.
that were featured recently.
Featured.
We only had a limited quantity. We ended up having more than what I'm going to say right now, but we're trying to keep a few backups just in case weird stuff happens with shipping. So they're essentially sold. This first batch is sold. I don't know if we're just going to change up the design from time to time and just kind of drop these. We will drop these differently. But for this first round, we just kind of wanted to try something to where you would, donate to the link provided wherever you're listening to this podcast.
Did you put that in air quotes? Is that why you paused?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Donate.
And so that's just kind of a little trial run for fun, just to kind of see how this goes. We have not shipped them out yet. If you're hearing this and you, air quote, purchased one, but we will be getting those out hopefully this week. We're trying to be cheap and use only Stellar boxes to ship them in.
Yes.
And so I don't know if we have enough Stellar boxes quite yet, but we'll figure it out. We've been saving all those. I mean, it's just fitting that Daddy Stuller would help
if you guys
us.
at Stuller want to send us some extra boxes, well,
if you guys are listening, and
we know you are, just throw some in,
Yeah, next time we're in our box of stuff, just throw like 5 or 6 extra empty boxes. Thank you very much.
5 or 6 dum-dums. Not the mystery
Not
ones.
the mystery ones.
Mhm.
I swear,
So lame.
don't do it. Don't do it. But yes, obviously we are on like a little bit of we're doing a little fundraiser campaign. So if you are enjoying what you're hearing and listening to, please click the link in the description below. I don't even know what that means.
Listener supported.
Right now, the only way that support our show is from you guys. We are not doing any sponsorships as of this moment. Maybe
the only
that'll
way
change.
to financially support our podcast is that. You can support us in many ways.
Yeah.
But the only way to financially support us is that way.
Yes, you can like, comment, share for free.
Talk to your friends.
Or you can take one extra step and click the link and send us $4,000 for all the... I'm just joking. You can send us $4, $40, $400, $4,000, $40,000. Those are the only options from here on out. Choose wisely. Don't pick 4. What was the other stuff?
We had not intended to talk about this, but this blew my mind, and you did share it on the Instagram. The swim meet, because we were talk to your friends about the podcast.
Yeah.
Tell the people.
Do I need to? Well, you might have to talk about it so I can find it.
I don't really remember all the specifics.
All right, so let me go to I'm going to go to the Buy Me a Coffee.
Buy me
app.
a coffee.
So this person said,
Oh, is it under that? Oh, yeah, it is under that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
they sent us a donation, and they said, I met another bench jeweler at our kids' swim meet last weekend, and we spent the whole time talking about the BJM podcast.
Mind blown.
That is crazy.
Absolutely blown. Absolutely. That's crazy.
I realize another. Oh, we
Like,
should.
There's 7 people that listen to this thing, and imagine they're at the same place at the same time.
All right, I'm gonna some of these. I'll read through the Buy Me a Coffees just quickly because a lot of these are just in response to the tins.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see here. Let's go back to where they first got started. Because some people, this one is funny because this one is from Sukit Trebek.
It's probably just somebody from a different country.
I'm sure that's all it is. Air quote, I'll take, air quote, I'll take anal bum cover. Tried for many years to create an anal bum cover, but failed. It's one of my regrets. Obviously, that is album cover.
Oh, I was like, what are they trying to say?
Yes. Someone else who got one of the 10 sets said, I heard y'all topping off prongs.
Yes.
Someone said, I'm here for my free Altoids. You guys are the best. Meow.
Oh, God.
Our buddy Ron, even though we already sent him a set for his viewing pleasure, he also donated a little bit more. I heard I can buy white and yellow gold for only $25, someone said. That's how it works.
Tens.
Mm-hmm.
Tens.
Oh, okay. Here's one that we have. I don't know if we talked about on the podcast. Melanie Golden. Sound familiar?
Yep. She has a great coloring book.
Well, let me finish reading it. Can y'all talk about me? Oh,
yes.
Oh, that's it. That's all she said. Just talk. I'm just joking. And mention how awesome I am. Well, that's debatable. And we don't know you like that. And talk about how cool my coloring book for jewelers is. Asking for ... myself.
Mm.
Yeah,
she
we
has
have
a very funny page.
We have. Yeah. We've mentioned it on the Instagram page because she sent Brad and I a couple of bench jeweler coloring books, which are available on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember the price. I'm not going to look at them right now, but maybe she'll comment somewhere and whatever, post a link.
I'm sure she'll
share
give you like 80% off if you've heard it from us.
Yeah, just type in the coupon code BJM80. You'll get 80% off. And if it doesn't work, just DM her and let her know.
And let her know and just pay full price. It's worth every penny.
Yeah, no, it is cool. I have mentioned it on the Instagram page, and I'll do it briefly here. Melanie Golden, I forgot what her Instagram handle is, but
I'm sure if you look up Melanie Jewelry
Golden, maybe there's a jewelry in there. I can't remember, but she's pretty interactive on our page and in our YouTube. So if you think about it, my kids absolutely love that color book. I'm not even joking.
It's how you're getting them to buy into the business.
Yeah, I really want to prep them for their future.
Indoctrinate them.
And the coloring pages, there's a ton of them in there. It's not like some little flimsy thing. There's like a crap ton of coloring pages in there. And there's ones with like, stones all spread all over the place. And there's probably some pages with stones on the floor. I can't remember, but it's pretty cool. So anyway, shout out to Melanie because she had to donate twice because she didn't follow the rules. So
she did participate in our little live premiere on YouTube that we did on Friday afternoon, which we may do in the future.
We may, depending on timing and how our weeks look. And we definitely. So we're going to try to. So the way it'll work is, let's explain it. Is when we post so we were doing the YouTube version of the podcast on Saturdays at noon. So I had this wild idea. What if we did it Fridays at like 4:30? Because me and Brad close up around 5:30. That way, and if you do it as a premiere, keep in mind, it's not us live in that moment. It's already been pre-recorded. It's just, it shows up as a premiere, as a live video. Mm-hmm. And so for that first, from 4:30 to whenever it ends, you can't like skip ahead or anything. We're all listening to it at the same time, essentially. But what it does is it opens up like a little chat. And so if you get there before it starts, like if you click on it, 3 or 4 minutes before, I think you can hop into a little chat. Go ahead, Brad.
Yep. And we are there in the chat live, but the podcast has been recorded.
Pre-recorded for your listening pleasure. I love saying that for some reason. All right. Alex said, hope y'all still have some 10s. We did. Alex, you got some. Somebody else sent some and said, meow.
Meow.
Somebody said, appreciate what y'all do. Someone else, those sweet, sweet gold Altoids. Somebody sent some and said, doing it for the 10s. This person said, every day when those retirees are lined up before the store opens, dirty watch in hand, I think of you guys.
Aww.
Even though I am always late and the other staff are the ones who end up setting up the shop. What a slacker.
That was us at the mall.
No, yeah, for real.
I don't think we ever were on time at the mall.
No. Y'all keep my days going with laughs, but no bench jobs seem to be going right. Listening to you guys makes work awesome. # Team Optivisor.
Heck yeah. Let's go. One for me.
Another one for
me.
me.
Lame glasses that you pull down like you're in the 80s.
Now, this person said, thanks for all you do, and they signed it Drew H. And this is just a teaser. A lot of people are going to think that sounds familiar and like, who's Drew H? And hopefully this summer, let's just say we hope to have Drew H on the podcast. That's all I'm going to say. Just a little teaser.
Little teaser.
Melanie's back in the buy me a coffee because she did it wrong the first time, or maybe she didn't listen to it. I don't know how this works, but she said, do Altoids still actually exist?
They do.
They do. And then someone else, I just realized within the last couple of days that I have not paid attention to, said, I worked it out, ... Love you guys. Don't know what that means.
I'm glad they worked it out, though.
But I'm glad that they worked it out. So that's all that. That's all that. Let's get into what we're going to talk about. We have rambled quite a bit. Now, first off, before we get too deep in, we're going to touch on a lot of things, but I feel like you said that you had a story for me that involved our clock at our store.
Have we ever talked about our clock? I think we have. It runs backwards.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and describe it?
Yeah, it runs backwards. That was it.
And the hand,
everything about it is backwards.
Yes, the numbers are backwards. Everything.
It runs backwards. The word quartz is backwards. It's printed backwards. So everything about it is like super cool.
So if you look at it in a mirror, it looks pretty normal.
It looks.
But if you look at it straight on, it has become a conversation piece of the store.
Oh, people can't.
To the point where I'm almost so over it.
Yep. So, a customer, like they are apt to do, came in and mentioned the clock. She was like, "Oh, I just noticed your clock," and I was like, "Oh yeah, we've had that." She's like, and Dusty has not heard this because he was, I think, with another customer. So I wanted to get your opinion on this. She said, "Oh, you mean you guys have a sense of humor?" And I was like, "Yeah, sometimes." She was like, "Every time I come in here, y'all are so serious."
Wow.
So what is your take? Do we come off as just not having a? I mean, I could see that.
I mean, yeah, depending on that's what's so interesting about just I think being small business type thing. Like when people walk in here, they might like there's people that walk in and me and you are in the mid laugh,
right?
Like mid joke, mid sharing a funny reel, and then we have to kind of like get serious so people don't think we're a joke. But then there's other times where it's like we're just like I'm working on something important or intricate, you are, and they are interrupting. And yes, it's a little maybe come across as too serious because I'm just trying to get to the point so I can get you in and out of here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. I'm like, if you only knew, we have a podcast that talks about. We're going to talk about you, lady.
I made a joke with somebody. They were. Let me see if I can find it. I gotta find this. Okay. I shared. There's a store that does. I can't remember the name. I apologize, but if I pull it up, I know it's going to play on here because I got my phone connected for a reason. But I shared a jewelry store, their social media, and I was like, man, they just have some of the best social media content, which I'm going to make my daughter copy them this entire summer. And another jeweler said, I love their content. It's it's just engaging and funny. And I said, man, I should probably do these for the actual store, for the store, just because they're fun. And then, and she said, the anonymity will come to an end sooner or later. And I said, well, never. I said, we're going to go private jeweler, change the store name to Bench Jeweler Media, and it's going to be the ultimate prank. And yes. That would be kind of wild, though, like to do everything mostly like online. Or we've always joked about if it's a restaurant. Is it in Myrtle Beach? Is that the only place it's at?
I'm sure if it's at Myrtle, it's at other places. But
does it even exist down there anymore? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
So it was a place called Dick's, right?
Yep.
And if you haven't heard of it, I think you just go down there and you eat, and they basically make fun of you and like talk. Have you ever been?
I went for...
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
I went for my senior, after you graduate.
So you explain it then.
And so yeah, they just treat you like crap, basically, and they make you wear funny hats. And if you go in with the mindset that this is just what it is, and it's just people giving you crap, then it's fine. If you go in expecting to be waited on professionally, then you're going to be disappointed and probably offended.
So it sounds like if you have a good sense of humor, like they're going to make fun of you, they're going to be sarcastic, et cetera. And I thought, man, we should I want to turn our store into like basically the Dick's of the jewelry industry, to where it's like a well-known thing that when people come in, we just make fun of them. And like, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't that be fun?
Dude.
It's like they walk in, it's like, oh, here we go, another watch. And we just say it to their face instead of just thinking it.
They have several locations.
Oh, you're looking it up.
Yeah, I'm looking up. They mostly in resort towns, like Daytona, Fort Lauderdale, Gatlinburg, but also in Indianapolis, Las Vegas. There is one in Myrtle Beach, several more in Florida, and one in San Antonio, Texas. Wonder if old Jake Fox has been to that one.
I don't know when he's going to hear this, but on the day of recording, it's Jake Fox's birthday.
Oh, maybe he's going to Dick's for his birthday.
No.
What? Do you have something to say about that?
Nope. Anyway.
What is funny about he might be going to Dick's for his birthday,
Nothing.
Dusty?
Sounds like a fun time for him. All right. But wouldn't that be kind of a fun concept for a jewelry store?
Yeah, just to treat people.
Yeah, we give people
the
a
way
hat.
you want to
and
treat them.
It's like, people come in, it's like, oh, I've got some watch batteries. I always come here. I'm like, oh, you always come here for your watch batteries because you ain't never bought any jewelry, loser. If you just, if you
Right.
just...
They'd laugh and we'd laugh.
Or they like
get the point.
Or they like hand you a nasty ring and you can just be like, oh my God, this is disgusting. And you put it up on this TV screen for all the other people in the store to see. I'm like, look how nasty this is, everybody. Look how this nasty person's nasty ring.
Yep.
And if you could just, but people knew that coming in and they didn't care. Wouldn't that be such a fun?
That'd be
Somebody's going to
great.
take this idea. I know.
I hope so. I hope they, well, because we're not going to do it.
We're not going to do it. If somebody does this in the next couple of years, please, email us at the email that we never use, benchdealermemes@gmail.
Yep.
And we will fly out to your location.
Wherever it is, we will help you open that store.
Yeah. We want to be involved.
Yes.
I think that was, did we get off topic? I don't think, we were talking about, okay, blah, blah, blah. What else was there to talk about?
I don't.
This is kind of
Other than the main topic,
I think.
Yep.
And I wouldn't even call this a main topic. So this morning I was realizing that it was Mother's Day weekend. We had a busy week, not for Mother's Day, and I realized we really didn't have anything planned for today of what we're going to talk about. And so I opened my phone, and the first video that popped up this morning was a video of Martin Rapaport. And in case people, maybe I can try to give a brief description of who he is.
He's the comedian that was on The Traitors. Is that the same guy?
No. Was that Michael?
Michael Rapaport.
Yeah, this is Martin.
Are they brothers?
Maybe, probably.
Probably. In my head, they will be. But as you read this, I'm picturing Michael Rapaport.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see here. I don't really want to misread this, but I would just say, I was trying to just kind of find a way to briefly summarize him. Michael Rapaport, known as the architect of diamond pricing, Rapaport transformed the industry from a secretive trade into a commoditized market via the Rap List. A lot of people are familiar with that, established in 1978. He is the chairman of the Rapaport Group and a primary figure in the Kimberley process. So if you know about wrap prices, I've really never used them or had to use them for most of my career, but I know other businesses highly rely on them. And they pay for there's a weekly update, I believe, of especially round diamonds. I think other shapes get updated monthly. But it basically is like, hey, here's the standardized pricing for diamonds. And it seems to be people either embrace it or people, I think some of the newer people to the industry think it's dumb. I'm not here to debate that. And I'm also not here to talk about him as a person or who he is or what he stands for. Maybe that's a topic for another day for somebody that knows more about him and what he does than me.
I think we have discussed him at other podcasts.
Well, he's came up a little bit, and I've definitely made fun of some of his Instagram clips and poked fun of.
Yes.
And I don't know how deep we'll really want to get into that, but I do want to play like the little clip that sparked like, I wonder if we should just kind of talk about this. And this is not necessarily a episode about lab grown and natural. It's just kind of our take on some of this stuff, because we know he is obviously in support of natural diamonds and opposed to lab grown diamonds. I think that's a pretty fair assessment. Although I did find like some quotes and stuff that it's not that him and some people like him and Aaliyah, I think, have come around a little bit and softened their stance a little bit on lab grown. Should I just play it?
Play it.
Let's just play it. Okay, let me make sure the volume's up here. Let's see.
People want to save money. You want to understand what it means by someone who wants
It didn't start at the beginning. I hate Instagram so much.
natural diamonds are for people who want to spend money. Hey, synthetic diamonds, I don't want to talk about them. They're for people who want to save money.
Sounds like a preacher.
You want to understand what it means by someone who wants to spend money? Talk to my wife. Talk to your wives if you're successful in business. She has money. Let's go. Natural diamonds are for people who want to spend money. Hey, synthetic diamonds, I don't want to talk about them. They're for people who want to save money. You want to
Right, so I let it play a little bit. Basically, the concept, what he's trying to say is natural.
Seems like a likable guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's very opinionated, and I get he's got a vested interest in his
A little
opinions,
bit.
so
A little bit.
I get it, and this is where I think why we want to talk about this, because I understand where he's coming from, and I don't even necessarily disagree with everything that he says, but I get irritated from a small business jewelry store owner on some of everyone's takes who sit up, it feels like, on their ivory towers telling us how terrible lab growns are and how great natural is.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so he made the statement that natural diamonds are for people who spend money and lab grown are for people who are saving money. And maybe I shouldn't have been mildly irritated by hearing him say that. But I'm like, yeah, yes.
That's
That's
obvious,
why,
bro.
That's why we sell both.
Yes. Correct.
And like I said, I think some of these stances have softened a little bit. But I don't know, Brad. I mean, obviously I can ramble about it for a little bit, but I don't think, and I'll say these people generically, people who are very vocally opposed to lab grown diamonds, to me, I do see it from store owners, but not that often as you see it from people who are more tied to the wholesale side.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I get it, but I don't like being lectured by someone who is not a small business independent jewelry store owner.
Correct. Yep. Yeah, I think, and we've talked about this. It's like what do they expect us to do?
Yeah.
Like, do they expect us to just, like we're a smaller store. So it's like somebody comes in
most
with,
jewelry stores are.
Yep. So somebody comes in wanting a lab grown diamond, or their budget is, $3,000. Like, what are we supposed to do? And the girl has already sent over like to the boy, like, this is what I want.
Mm-hmm. And it's always 2-3 carats.
Exactly. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, that's what I want to understand. Is like, oh no, you know what? She really wants a 1/4 carat.
Yeah, trust us on this.
Yep. Yep. And we'll have to compromise a little bit on either the color or the clarity, but she'll love it.
Yeah,
because it's real.
Again, and I know we touch on this, and we'll probably touch on this many times before, but as a jewelry store, and I want to read something. Actually, let me see if I have this. This is a long post by Aaliyah that I found from a while back. Let me just read this. Aaliyah posted it. This might be a year or two old, but she posted on JHJ. I have changed my mind about lab grown diamonds. Well, more accurately, my dad did. I guess her dad changed her mind. The reason I was so pro-natural was no one else was. You say you want De Beers to do massive free diamond promotions, but none of you are willing to do it. There were few voices championing natural diamonds. I felt someone had to do it, and I still plan on being that voice. Natural diamonds need to be the goal, the aspiration. When a couple comes in, they should be told natural diamonds are the choice for lasting value. Natural are wonderful. Every kid in Botswana gets free education. 10 million diamonds. 10 million people are fed. I mean, she got some typos. Are fed annually because of natural diamonds. Hooray! I read that. I should have read. Hooray!
Hooray.
But if it is out of budget, labs are a good option. This is how they should be presented. But instead, most salespeople are pushing labs because they are cheaper. Or worse, naturals are being sold as bad for the planet, which is false. So what has changed? My dad put it this way. Actually, let's pause. Let's break down the first half of that.
Mm-hmm. Do you think salespeople are actually pushing that?
I mean, and you know what? Maybe, and this is the whole thing. We discuss this all the time. There's so many nuanced conversations and topics. Maybe there are some, but I have a feeling there's a lot that are not.
I mean, maybe. Like, I can't imagine somebody just, walking in with a $15,000 budget and a salesperson's like, you know what? No. And what you want is a lab grown for $3,000.
Because for me, the reason when they first started getting popular a few years ago, the reason it came up, when it started to come up here, is when people came in with unreasonable expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I really want 1.5 carat. Okay, well, what kind of budget are we looking at? Oh, I really want to keep it under 5,000. And so you have a couple different ways to go as a salesperson. Hey, well, maybe, but it's going to be, really low clarity and color. We're going to have to sacrifice a lot. And I think that's a fine conversation to have. But for the first time, we were able to go, well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be pretty hard to find a nice diamond that you're proud of in that budget at that size stone. But we do have these new things called lab-grown diamonds, and we can probably get you there or closer to what you want. It was never like, oh, yes, we have this new hot product, and we're going to push it down everybody's throats and convince them that natural is bad.
Right.
But mostly it's for us, it just comes up because when people come in, they start talking, it's a natural question. Like, hey, you guys thinking, natural question. Hey, are you guys thinking lab or natural? Because especially if it's a young couple, it's a fair question.
Yeah.
It is a reality. It's not like it's a secret that they don't know about. They've probably already looked into it, thought about it. And so when they walk in the door and they're like, yeah, Shirley wants like a 2 carat and probably just want to go lab grown. Okay. Well, all right. So now my job as a salesman is to get the sale.
Yeah. Right.
My job is to not say,
You know what I think is funny is in our store, the only time I get pushback on on natural versus lab grown are in necklaces or earrings, or bands when, not necessarily bands, but just necklaces and earrings is like, or bracelets. It's like, why are these lab grown?
Yeah, when it comes to engaging, people walk in the door kind of already knowing what they want. Yep. And that's just the world that we live in now. The internet exists. And that's why I get irritated with people. And there's some, I don't know if these other videos are going to do a good job of kind of just talking about like margins and stuff. But like he doesn't have a problem with, and I watched a few videos trying to just kind of do a little bit of research of talking about this whole value thing. And I'm paraphrasing, I'm not quoting him, but essentially it's like, natural diamonds hold their value. But the caveat is, if you can buy it close to the resale price. And it's like, well, that's such a...
Right. Yeah. I mean, obviously.
And he makes it sound like a lot of these are, like it's just like labs are just a straight up scam. Again, he's not saying that, but it feels that way where you feel like, if you were watching that and you're a young woman or a young couple and you're like trying to figure this out and figure out budget and you ran across this, you kind of feel less than because it's like, I can't really afford. And that actually, let me finish reading what Aaliyah wrote because I think it kind of gets into that. Let's see. So she said, so it has changed. Her dad put it this way. When he got into this business, an engagement ring was a quarter carat and it cost a few $100s. But in recent years, size is everything, and it has become too expensive for many. My dad thinks for the lower end of the market, it's great. She can have that 2 carat oval she always dreamed of, and the jeweler makes money, and the man is happy too. Also, my dad swears that it brings customers in to find jewelry stores that otherwise might have been intimidated. I agree. Yet, another reason my father liked them. People spend more on the mountings. A $2,500 mount is no longer such a big deal if your center stone costs much less. I'm sorry if my views ever felt oppressive. I never told you not to sell them in your stores, just not to sell them on JHJ. And I still think selling them on JHJ opens the floodgates to hundreds of tech guys selling factory diamonds, flooding the feed, and no one wants that. Plus, there is no shortage of places to buy labs. You can ask Resource Labs on JHJ. Okay, blah, blah, blah. That's just her kind of sharing her opinion.
Yep.
And I think her dad is correct.
Yep, I think so.
And I know one of the things I've heard Martin Rapaport say was like when these people... I hate that I'm like just paraphrasing stuff, and now I don't even know where I was going with that. But implying that like, you know, these people are going to regret these purchases and they're going to feel like they got screwed. Again, not a direct quote.
One thing that I have found interesting, because I kind of wondered, you know, it's been long held that if you sell a couple an engagement ring, then that opens them up for the anniversary bands and the Christmas presents and the birthday. You're basically their jeweler from now on. And I always wondered, like, how does that work with lab grown? Are they is it just a commodity? Or are they just looking for the lowest price? And honestly, we've had so many people, so many couples, we are still their jeweler. It's like, you know, they came in for the lab grown engagement ring 5 years ago, and now they have bought Christmas presents, they've bought birthday presents. And so nothing's really changed. Like that relationship is still there, and it was created by the engagement ring that they would not have probably come in for had lab grown had we just been like, oh no, we don't sell those.
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of it, like on some of the things I've interpreted from people like Martin and Aaliyah is that it's bringing down our sales. It's like, oh, well, there's such a smaller price point, and now you're missing out on all these big sales. And I don't know a nice way to say that's not true.
Right.
Well, sorry. Yes, the average sale, yes, is lower.
Yeah.
But once lab grown got so popular, we started selling more engagement rings than ever.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not pro either one. I love both. I love selling both. I don't care. The issue is I have a business to run and a family to provide for. So to me, we're young couples coming in. They don't feel like they have to settle. Yep. They're getting designs, and now that's opening the door to more custom work than we've ever done before.
Yep.
And so, and now gold is high, so we're, you know, we're still getting up there in price point to where almost every ring now is like $3,000 to $5,000, where before we might sell just a couple engagement rings a month, and yeah, maybe and they were, you know, maybe $5,000 to $8,000, but now instead of doing a couple a month, we're doing like, you know, 7 a month or 10 a month or whatever it is, and the margins are better. And I think that's what I was getting at. Like Martin implies, like to him, it's perfectly normal for a consumer, a retail customer, to only pay 10 to 20% over wholesale.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, that is great for Martin, and it's great for, I guess it's not great for him because he's not selling diamonds, but it's great for wholesalers and it's great for customers. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
But as time has gone on, because we all hear the stories from like back in the day when if you're like second, third, fourth generation jeweler,
oh, yeah,
like they would mark up diamonds like, you know, 5 times, triple, 5, whatever. And over the course of the last 20 years, those margins went from like maybe they're getting key to like half of that to, okay, now we're marking it up 50%. Now we're marking it up 30%. Now we're marking it up 20%. And now sometimes you feel like you're just a diamond broker and you're like, man, I hope I can make 10, 15% on this diamond. Mm-hmm. And we're just supposed to be like fine with that.
Yep. And we're supposed to bring in 3 stones for people to compare and contrast. And we're spending
an hour with them.
And then we're having to pay for insurance one way or the other or both. And
then they just go to 2 other jewelry stores to do the same thing.
Yep. And so even if we sell them, that has now eaten into our margin
Our
that's
15
already been reduced.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And what I don't understand is why he has, like telling, like when you're talking to jewelry store owners and you're like, you know what, when you selling lab growns, that's going to reduce the amount of, per transaction sale. Like, no kidding. Like, what jewelry store owner doesn't realize that natural diamonds are more expensive than lab grown sales? Like, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the point.
Yeah, we're not idiots.
Right. It's like,
And that's what
really?
that's what I feel like when some of these people that are on their high horse talk like we're idiots.
Yeah. It's like, we haven't figured this out.
And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, we're down here none of the people that have these lofty opinions are dealing with the retail customer face to face.
Correct.
I'm just going to go on a limb and assume that's the case. Because when people are walking in and you're trying to pay the bills and you're trying to make a living and you're trying to provide for your family and pay the rent and pay the employees and all that, this is everything we do in this industry. Is like, hey, what's the new trend so that we can sell it before it's gone, before there's a new trend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if lab grown diamonds are the trendy thing, like, we're all going to sell them. Now,
Yep.
I will agree, and I know in every facet of business, this is not exclusive to the jewelry industry. There are people that do crazy markups on stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And even the online ones, like the markup they have on some of these lab-grown diamonds is insane. And I think there are probably a few stores out there, maybe more than I think, I don't know, that do these crazy markups. And shame on them. I can get behind that. Shame on them if they paid $200 for a 1.5 carat lab-grown, and now they're selling it for $5,000. Yes, they should be ashamed. But when we sell like our gold and silver, most stores, we don't mark up gold jewelry the same as silver.
No.
We might do key, a little over key, 2.5 on gold, but pretty much everybody's doing triple, sometimes in some cases, I would imagine quadruple on silver because it's a lower price point.
Right.
So there's no reason, there's no morally or ethically, like, we're not doing anything wrong by going, hey, I want to charge triple key or quadruple key on these lab-grown diamonds.
Right.
And just like with the natural diamonds, the prices are out there, the internet's everywhere, and people are doing their own research. But for one, like you mentioned, Brad, when these couples come in, now we don't have to bring in 5 stones, 4 stones, 3 stones. I mean, we can, but it's like, hey, it's DE color and it's VVS1 or VVS2, like what you want. They look the same, they're the same price. And so now it's like all the focus has shifted from where it used to be like, I gotta show this guy 3 diamonds and he can't decide and he wants to see it outside and think about it and come back and can I see that little flaw that's in the middle, or this one I can't see it. This one it's the same color but it looks a little warmer, and I don't know. You think we could get another one in that's just slightly bigger but one step lower color grade?
Yep.
And now we spend all the time, which is way more exciting for me, is to say, hey, all right, cool, we got your 2-carat oval, perfect. Yeah, it's D, VVS1, awesome. No need to discuss that anymore. The decision's been made, sight unseen, most likely.
Yep.
If they really want to see it, cool, here it is. Looks beautiful. All right, now let's spend some time talking about the ring that you're going to wear for the rest of your life.
Exactly. Yep. I think it's been great.
It's just shifted. And so for us on the retail level who were face to face with a customer, I'm sorry, but if you're a wholesaler and you're listening to this, that's what we're facing. That's what we're dealing with.
Yeah. 100%.
And so I don't see it as we're shooting ourselves in the foot like people act like it is.
But I think most wholesale, especially the ones we deal with, understand that.
Yeah. I think a lot of them understand it for sure. Because they're talking to people like us and they're hearing and they're asking and they get it too.
Yep. It's just the people that, and I'm not talking about anybody's, you just hear a lot of this from people who hear a lot of it just from, TikTok or Instagram or whatever, just people running their mouth, and they're not really, if they are in the industry, it's at such a high level that it's like you said, they're not dealing with customers and they're not even dealing with the people that deal with customers. So they're like so far removed from what is happening.
So if I'm paraphrasing, one of the kind of arguments is that jewelers who are selling lab-grown diamonds, they're trading long-term trust for short-term margins.
yes, if you are presenting it in a certain way, then absolutely. If you are presenting it in a way that I would say 99.9% of us are, then no. Like, if you think people, like you said, people already know that's the direction they're going to go in. So
I remember having, rewind the tape 3 or 4 years ago when they started taking off. I remember telling people all the time, I'm like, hey, this is new. Everybody's excited about it. People are buying it. And I'm like, it is, yes, this is, back then it was, instead of 5,000, you get the lab grown version for 2,500. And I remember saying, hey, this is the price right now. In a year or 2 years or 10 years, I don't know. The same diamond that you're buying for 2,500 might be worth 1,000 in a year, or it might be in 10 years, it might be worth 500. I don't know. And being able to have that conversation of, honestly, I don't know where the prices are going because I didn't know. And now we're, I'd say we're arguably close to rock bottom for just the price to grow them and to cut them and all that good stuff. And people understood that. Now I know customers forget. I get that. And maybe it will be a problem at some point in time. But I know I said what I had to say, not to make the sale, but to make sure that morally I'm explaining how this works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It reminded me of, I wrote a note. It reminded me of, dude, I remember going, it was when me and my wife bought our first house, or maybe it was when we had an apartment. I don't remember. But we wanted to go get, and this was, early 2000s. We wanted to go get like a flat screen TV and a Blu-ray player.
Oh, yeah.
And you'd go to, Circuit City or whatever. Or I about said the place that's local here. And you go and you're looking and you're like,
Best Buy?
Yeah. And so, we get our 37-inch flat screen TV and a Blu-ray player, and it was like, $1,500.
Yep.
And we didn't even question it.
No.
Nor did the salespeople say, hey, just so you know,
right,
about 10 years, you can get this for about $300.
Right. Yep.
They didn't, even if they did know, if I asked, all their answer would be like, yeah, I don't know. Once these things blow up, they might get cheaper because that's how everything works, except natural diamonds. Imagine that. But it's like, and I remember, I laugh now, I look back and be like, man, we spent like $1,500 on, like now if I spent $1,500, I would get like I sound like my daughter talking. Now if I spent $1,500, it's like, what size TV could I get now? Like an 80-inch or something?
Right, exactly.
And it's like, I don't even need no Blu-ray player. I can just, plug in my Roku and it's like good to go. And it's like, to me, I know it's not the same. It's the same as far as like finances, paper, and like expectations go. But I get a ring is something that is, you're not just going to like upgrade it in 5 years when you move.
Right.
But I think that can sells the lab grown in either direction, the way you look at it, because hey, you're coming in, you picked out a stone, you wanted a big 2-carat, even though you couldn't afford a 2-carat natural, obviously, and you designed this ring, and we did a custom ring for you. Okay, so now fast forward, this is kind of the funny part, fast forward, the mounting is now twice the price as it was 3 years ago, but the diamond is a quarter of the price. So really the pricing isn't that much different.
No.
But ultimately, what is it? It's a symbol of your love and dedication to one another, that you both spent time together. It's that burp stage of the podcast.
I was like, when should I mention this?
And so I would imagine, I can only speak from personal experience, but my wife has never, looked at her ring and just been like, man, I can't believe this has lost so much value over the years.
She hasn't?
And she looks at it and goes like, man, I remember when I designed this. Mm-hmm. I remember being part of the process. I remember, at our 10-year anniversary.
Heather, my wife.
Oh, snap. She doesn't know that I guess got to disconnect. She knows we're recording right now. My goodness. That was Heather, my wife, calling into the show. Should I have answered?
No.
We can edit it out.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm going to call her back. Let's do it.
I want to take my headphones off.
No, put it on. Put it on.
Okay. Somebody's at our door, by the way.
I don't care.
Okay.
Hey, babe.
All right, before you start talking, we are in the middle of recording a podcast when you called, so whatever you say,
hey,
we'll be
Heather.
on the podcast. Go ahead. What you got?
it will be on the podcast.
Well, yep. Go ahead. What you need?
All right. Well, it's just fatherly duties.
Oh, boy.
Husband duties.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear it.
I need you to pick up groceries on the way home from Food Lion, please.
Okay.
Boom.
Could have been a text.
Oh, but she
Well,
won't
I'm
talk to you.
driving.
I know. I'm just kidding.
And yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks, Brad.
You're
Okay.
welcome. Happy Mother's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you very much.
All right. Send me the link. I'll pick them up.
All right. I heard you. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Love you too.
All right.
We can keep that.
I'm
That
glad.
was great.
You know, she probably knew I was on a rant, and just
She knew.
and
She
she's
knew.
Like, he
She's
probably
like,
needs to shut up.
My husband, I can tell he's not very happy right now.
But it's weird that we were talking about her, and then she called. That is weird.
That is.
Definitely.
We
didn't
should
plan
ask
that.
her about what she thinks about with her ring.
She would call her back. No, but that, you know, she looks at her ring and is like, "This is a symbol of our marriage. This is something that I helped create." She does not, and I know this is not every woman, but she does not care if it costs $50 or $50,000.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, my wife's not like that either. But yeah, there's quite a few out there that.
But most
that
women,
do care.
even the ones that come in the store, they're just, you know,
Yeah, no, exactly.
a lot of times they're just like, you know, my style's changed, so I kind of want a different style.
Yep.
It's they're never just
not.
like, man, I just can't believe this has lost so much value. You know,
Correct.
we've been married for 20 years, and I didn't expect to lose this much value.
All right.
Like, the only people who are bummed and irritated are the ones who like bought it and then 2 years later got a divorce, and they're like,
Yep.
"Dang,
Yep.
can't sell this. We paid like $2,000 for it."
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, that's yep, loss is part of a divorce. I don't know what to tell you. Like, crap happens. This is not like a marriage podcast, so it's a whole nother
I
thing.
mean, it
but it's
was
like,
there for like 2 minutes.
for 2 minutes it was. But when it's just, I don't know. I get irritated when I just hear these things. That's all I'm saying. Couple comes in, young couple, they're in love, they're excited. She's already picked out a design. It holds a 3 carat. They don't have 50 grand to spend on an engagement ring. Okay, who cares? I'm not lying to them. I'm not ripping them off. If you're lying to customers and ripping them off, then yes, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like, yeah, hey, the current pricing of these, or I can get you one 3 carat for, you know, whatever your margins wants to be. I can get you one for $1,500. I don't know if that's too low or too high for you. It's your store, but if you're marking it up to like 3,000 or 10,000, then you're an idiot. And that is dishonest. And if you're just like, yeah, we have these lab growns, you've done your research, let me answer any questions you have. Good thing now is in 2026 selling these is we're pretty close to rock bottom, so the prices aren't going to change very much. These are all conversations that should have happened 2, 3, 4, or 5 years ago.
Yes.
You should have had them back then. And if you were dishonest back then and you set yourself up, then
Yes.
I
but
understand.
I think most people were very honest the entire time. I would
and
say.
I know clients forget stuff that you tell them. I fully get that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But they forget that no matter what,
Yes.
because the same conversation could be had if they bought a natural diamond.
Yep.
What if they had came in 5 years ago and were like, oh, well, if they're only half the price, let me just get a natural and I'll pay 30 grand for it. All right, cool. And what if they said, hey, let's say I get divorced in 5 years. How much are you going to buy this diamond back from me for?
Mm-hmm.
What you going to say?
Right. Exactly.
You're
Yep.
going to tell them, oh, yeah, I'll buy it back at like 30,000. No, you won't.
Nope.
Nobody
You won't.
will.
Correct.
You'd be lucky if you tell them you'll buy it back at half the price. And then and what are they going to say to that? Wait a minute. So if I get divorced in the next 5 years and want to sell this back to you, I'm only getting 15?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how almost everything that you purchase in life works. Almost everything.
Yes.
Anyway. Let me step down off my ivory.
Are you done? Jeez.
Somebody call me. Stop me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just all.
Yeah, we get you. We get you, man. It's
There
okay.
There was another one.
okay.
You just want to play another dumb video?
Yes, let's play another one.
Let's just see what this one says.
I think the biggest misconception, you hit on it just there, is to do with ethics or sustainability. One of them could be synthetic diamonds are better for our environment because they're made, not mined. No mining involved in these products, and it's just like, oh, hold on. Okay, there's no mining when you push the button to create a synthetic diamond, but what happens before? So at the very beginning, you've got all of the raw minerals that you have to acquire before you can actually make anything.
The argument that synthetic diamonds are more ethical than natural diamonds is absolutely false. First of all, take a look at Botswana. Natural diamonds, hospitals, schools, clean water, roads. Tell me, when's the last time a synthetic diamond built a hospital? Now, not all natural diamonds and not all synthetic diamonds are ethical or correct, but natural diamonds make the world a better place for countries like Botswana, and they're a million times better than any of those synthetic diamonds. Another issue is, oh, you really think that synthetic diamonds are so much better? What about the 1 million people in Africa that are artisanal diggers? You'd like them to starve? Is that your ethics? So you got to be careful over here. Synthetic diamonds are pretty much a fraudulent product that they're selling against natural diamonds. So they're saying, oh, natural diamonds $10,000, I'll sell you this for $8,000, they buy it for $80. So no. When you're talking...
I'll go ahead and cut him off there because it's like he gets me because some things he says, I'm like, yeah,
some things are very true.
I agree. And then he kind of like just goes back and forth to like, okay, nobody's buying an $80 lab grown and selling it for $8,000. It's just not happening.
Right.
And if it is happening, again, honestly, those people should be taken to court and sued, whatever.
It's hold on. Let me get some water, Dusty.
Go for it.
Go ahead and talk. Actually, you want me to drink right in front of the mic?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
okay.
do it. I do it all the time. Watch.
It's I think they call it a straw man argument, right? It's like that's not like you're making the case for something that doesn't exist. It's like you're trying to create lab grown as the enemy based on they're buying it for 80 and selling it for 8,000. That doesn't exist. Nobody's doing that.
I mean, why don't tomorrow, the next week's rap list, why don't he just cut all the natural diamond prices by a quarter?
Yeah, just do that. Right.
I mean, and so, yeah, I agree. I am on that side of there are good things that come from natural diamonds.
Exactly.
And I'm also not in that whole boat of, lab grown or like this green type, product. Because I know their factories and materials have to go. Like, I'm not stupid, and I don't think a lot of jewelry store owners are stupid or jewelers in general are that stupid. But it's in some slight way, it always feels like they're telling us how the world works.
Mm-hmm. And then we're stupid.
And we're the ones down here in the world figuring it out in real time.
That's what happens? Wow. That's crazy.
Last little video. I forgot why I saved this one. Let's play it.
Oh, Lord.
I think synthetics are great. I think cubic zirconia is great. I think all kinds of things are great. Stay with natural. I don't know. I think the toilet paper business is pretty big too. But I don't think people in jewelry stores should be selling toilet paper or ping pong balls or any other kind of stuff. It's good products. But we're in the real diamond business for real people, real love, real commitment, real stuff. And I understand that everybody wants to make a real commitment to somebody else. Stop selling people who aren't your customers. Stand by your product, stand by your values, stand by who you are. Know who you are.
I'll just cut him off.
That's annoying.
Again, it's like some of the things he says, I'm like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. I'm with you. And then it's like it just does this little shift of, so now if you're not buying your significant other a quote unquote real diamond, it's not real love.
Yep. Right.
So, yeah, that sounds very convenient to say from your, what I've been calling your ivory tower.
Yep. And it's not an honest conversation that he's trying to have. It's just, like I said, it's a straw man argument, and then it's belittling, and it's gaslighting. It's all the things. And it's not, like, I think as a jewelry store owner, across the board, we can have discussions that are frank and honest, and everybody gets it. Like, everybody can sell natural, and everybody can sell lab grown, and everybody understands the reasons. And it's just these guys that they're basically, it's like people you see on cable news or sports radio, it's like I gotta have the hot take because that's what gets the clicks.
Maybe. I hope this gets clicks. This episode.
We have some hot takes, I tell you. And man, I can't stand to hear people talk like that.
Well, okay, so on one hand, as the jewelry industry, we all agree this, in general, this is a luxury item. But the industry has done such a good job of convincing everyone that we all need a luxury item to show our love. So on one hand, like let's just count our wins. Consider the wins. Even if a couple comes in here that has little to no money, they have been convinced in their lifetime that they need to come buy a diamond ring.
Right.
Or a gemstone ring.
Yep.
And so they find themselves in a jewelry store, even though they wouldn't really what you would consider having luxury money.
Correct.
So in one way, we've won. We have people coming in from all walks of life to celebrate their love and their commitment in a jewelry store. They want to come make a purchase. And so if their budget is $1,000, the industry, people like Martin, have convinced people that this is what they want. So now they're here. You got great job. Mm-hmm. It's a win. But now what are we supposed to do when there was no other option except to say, hey, we can get you this quarter carat in a little thin solitaire and we'll get you out of here for $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now they know, hey, what if I want, well, granted now because of the price of gold, they can't even get a mounting for $1,000. So we just have a whole new set of problems. And it's still a luxury item that is still pushing people to spend money on something that is a little painful to purchase. I think Amazon just pulled up.
Oh, sweet.
You want to go grab that real quick? Because I think it's our... they laid it at the door. Never mind. They laid it at the door. You don't have to do it, Brad. Oh, he's gone. Yeah, we'll get it on the way out. I don't know. I don't think we really answered any questions here. We just thought-provoking conversation, I guess.
We just complained.
We just
That's what
complained
we did
the whole time. Yeah, it's weird. Like, the people who, again, I don't want to lump people in there, but like Aaliyah and Martin, I get their stance. I understand it. I actually agree with them to a certain extent. But it's just when that little shift and turn happens to imply that we shouldn't.
Yes.
Or else, I shouldn't say or else, our customers we're gonna lose our customers because they're not gonna trust us anymore.
Right.
It bothers me so much.
Sure
it was actually nice to read something like Aaliyah, like kind of admit that, her dad was able to talk some sense into her. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Aaliyah hopefully will be on in the summertime, and I'm gonna play her that clip.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it'll be if we get her on, it'll be a fun conversation. I know I can get this is where we are in the world. I can be irritated and disagree with people without hating them or disliking them.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely.
And I think that's where we got to get back to as a world in general. Man, this podcast episode is we are just
going around the world today, boys.
And it's why, I know we are Instagram friends and Facebook friends from people from all walks of life with different opinions on different things. And that's why here on this podcast and on our feeds, it's not like we're trying to like not take stances on things. It's just, hey, we're here as a community to like have fun, to laugh, to help each other when we can. And that's what
I'm here to
do.
take a stance. I am so tired of these mystery dum-dum Stellar. People have
Putting our
spoken.
foot down.
We're tired of it.
They need to have a person to pick those out and trash them.
Yep.
Like, I would rather you send me a flavor that I don't like and I open it. I'm like, I don't like that flavor. I can throw it away instead of a stupid mystery dum-dum that I'm like, well, let me open it and see if it's a flavor I hate. Let me lick it and nope, it's nasty. So annoying, right?
So stupid. Hopefully nobody's still listening at this point.
We got to get off here. Apparently I have to go pick up some groceries.
You sure do.
And take my son to drum practice.
Yay.
All right, Brad, it's been fun. I don't know what we accomplished in this episode, but we talked for over an hour.
We
so
sure
that's
did.
all that matters.
That's all that,
Yep.
We
All
get
right.
paid the same regardless.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening.
Bye.
We'll see you next time on Bench Jewelry Memes Podcast.
Oh yeah. 364 days down, bent over diamonds in a quiet town. Christmas Eve I set the stones, New Year's rings for someone else's homes. Valentine's he saw the gold, every holiday's never told. Close up shop and walk away, but he circled 1 week in red, and that 1 week starts today. Callous fingers, tired eyes, he's been polishing other people's lives, but the ocean's calling and the cooler's cold, and for 7 days he's letting go. Pop that bottle, pour that rum, jeweler's got his summer sun. Feet in the sand, he's finally done, trading tweezers for a cold, cold one. Stained black hands meet ocean air, salt and wind and salted hair. He worked every holiday to get here, now he's living, baby, never fear. 1 week, 1 week, 1 beautiful week. It's the jeweler's paradise. Pina colada in his grip, lime and foam and a loosened lip. No more loops, no more rings, no more tiny little diamond things. Tiki bar at the edge of the sea, he's the richest man alive and he drinks for free. Well, he pays, but you know what I mean. Cleanest hands the beach has ever seen. Put the bench away, the torch is cold. These 7 days are solid gold. The blisters fade, the tension breaks. This is everything that healing takes. Pop that bottle, pour that rum, jeweler's got his summer sun. Feet in the sand, he's finally done, trading tweezers for a cold, cold one. Stained black hands meet ocean air, salted wind and salted hair. He worked every holiday to get here, now he's living, baby, never fear. 1 week, 1 week, 1 beautiful week. It's the jeweler's paradise. Hey, 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 hey. He didn't miss a birthday sale, he didn't miss an anniversary tale. He set 1,000 stones in white and rose, but no one ever asked him how it goes. Well, today he's asking for a blended drink and a beach chair right here on the brink of forgetting what a deadline means, while the salt water heals these working hands and cleans these tired, beautiful, golden hands. Pop that bottle, pour that rum, jeweler's got his summer sun. Feet in the sand, he's finally done, trading tweezers for a cold, cold one. Stained black hands meet ocean air, salt and wind and salted hair. He worked every holiday to get here, now he's living, baby, never fear. 1 week, 1 week, 1 beautiful week. It's the jeweler's paradise. 1 week, 1 week in the sun, and he's already counting down to next one.
Wish I had a neti pot at work.
Did you get everything out?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
All right, let me get my headphones on.
Kitties.
All right, remember, keep your mouth close to it.
Keep your mouth close to the mic. Is that what we're talking about?
All right, let's see here. Turn you up since you whispered. All right, check.
Turn these up.
Check. Might be a little. Okay. Get a sip of water. Yeah, I need a neti pot.
Neti pot. We should have one here. Have you ever tried ones that are not like we had the standard neti pot.
The old school gravity.
Have you tried any of the like sucking ones? The ones that really suck?
No. I wonder how they work though.
Yeah, I don't know. Seem scary.
This is gonna be rough.
Oh.
I did not.
Every week with your nose.
Let me see. I didn't even grab that sheet of notes. I don't think we're gonna use it.
Maybe we can get sponsored by like a ear, nose, and throat doctor, and if they can clear you up, you can.
I think I'm
provide a testimony.
I think what it is
you're old.
Yeah. When you get like a stuffy nose, but you're also simultaneously taking like allergy medicine, I'm wondering if it like
bogs it down.
Yeah, I don't know. You know,
maybe.
That's interesting. If there's any doctors listening, which
I'm sure we're big in the medical community.
All right. Do you know what we're going to talk about?
I guess. I
took some little notes. You got some little notes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What's weird is if somebody, I guess we're going to put this at the end of the podcast, so if somebody listens to this, they'll know what we talked about before we actually know what we're talking about at this point in history.
So you have a story about that I haven't heard yet by the clock.
About the clock.
I don't know how we're going to transition to some of this, but how are we going to open?
Ooh,
post Mother's Day catch up.
Yeah, we'll just talk about Mother's Day, and then some
briefly.
We'll talk about the buy me a beer.
I don't have the little shop talk theme saved to the soundboard yet, but
we'll
one
just
day.
cue it.
I think about it right before we start to record. I don't have time to do it. All right. Oh, snap.
And then we'll do buy me a beer. And then we'll do, you want to talk about the tins?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're pretty much gone. They're sold out.
Yep, sold out.
We'll do more. Okay. Are we ready?
Yep.
All right. You want to count us down and clap?
We don't have to
I
clap,
always do it.
Oh, I always. One. Oh, I was going to count up. Can we count up?
Let's just keep counting. 1,
2.
Dude, I'm looking at a watch repair over here. Ari typed it up.
Oh.
It's for a Skagen Denmark watch, but it says SXAGEN. God, how stupid. I'm just kidding. All right, you ready?
Ari. All right.
3, 2, 1. Action.